What's up, guys? I wanted to share something with you that I heard recently that really resonated with me. And that concept is called no man's land. And that is basically when you first start off doing something. Let's say you're trying to be successful in business, you're starting a company, and you start off with that and you don't really know anybody. You don't know anything. You don't know what you're doing. You don't really know how to deliver a product. You don't know how to service your clients. You don't know anything, right? And even worse, you don't know anybody, right? And that's such a hard place to be because whenever you start something new, all we really want is just someone to empathize with our situation, someone that we can speak to that knows the answers, right? A cheat code, right? That's what we want. And it's just natural human instinct for us to want those things. And whenever you first start something out, it's very unlikely that you have someone right there on your side or someone that's a little bit farther ahead of you that's showing you the way, right? And that's obviously the goal that you want to, start working towards, is being able to have a circle of other people in your corner who are going through this process with you, and you can ask them questions, they can ask you questions, and you can all kind of learn this stuff together, right? That's one of the goals that I have, honestly, with this community and this Dear Younger Me channel, is being able to share some of the lessons that I've learned in my life and hopefully be able to help some of the guys who are coming up, guys and girls. It's mostly guys that listen to this channel, though. Some of the people that are coming up trying to figure out how to be successful, how to make money, how to build a career, how to, meet girls, how to do all this different kind of stuff, right? I want to build a community of people who are all trying to do the exact same things, so that we can all figure this out together. Because I'll tell you right now, there's a lot of YouTubers out there that act like they have all the answers, but I'm definitely not one of them, man. I'm still out here figuring this out. I don't have all the answers by any means. I'm just trying to make it work and do the best I can every single day to hopefully put me closer to my goals, right? That's all we can ask for, right? But back to what I was saying, whenever you start off something new, like let's just say it's a job or starting a new business, right? You don't know anybody and you don't have anyone that you can really relate to. And this period of time is called no man's land, because when you first start a business, you might have your friends or your family or whatever. Those people are not going to help you get to the next level, right? In order for you to get to the next level, you're going to have to create a new group of friends and people who are, farther along and that are doing the exact same thing that you want to do, right? If you're trying to be a business owner, these are going to be other business owners that you can talk to and that you can, shoot the shit with at a restaurant or whatever. Just go talk to them, go out to eat, just hang out. This is what you want. You want these people who are doing what you do on a high level. Ideally, you want those people to be in your circle that you can talk to and you can ask them questions, you can learn from them. That's what we all want, right? We want that new circle, because our old circle of the people that we went to high school with, that we grew up with, whatever it might be, that circle is probably not going to get us to the next level, right? And we go through this period to where we start off and we have those people in our lives, but they're not helping us and they might not be supportive of our goals. And then we go through a little period where, I shouldn't say a little period, it's a long period where we don't really have anybody. We're on this journey by ourselves. Nobody's really helping us. Nobody's really supporting us. We're just trying to kind of figure it out on our own. And you go through this period to where you just don't really have anyone in your corner. And eventually you're going to meet those people that are going to be, on the same path as you. But for a long period of time, man, it's going to be lonely. And I can tell you for a fact, man, I went through this period for about 5 years. When I first got out of college and I started my business, I didn't know a soul that was doing what I wanted to do. I didn't know anybody. The only person that I really had in my corner was my dad, that was teaching me a lot of this different kind of stuff. And again, I've always had fantastic parents. My mom's been fantastic as well. And, I've got amazing, amazing parents. I'm very blessed with that. But my point is, I didn't really have any other friends that were teaching me the way and that were, I was able to discuss this kind of stuff with. I was just kind of on my own, because my friends at the time, they were just in college and they weren't really, on the same path as me, which is perfectly fine. You have to be able to fight through that period of no man's land where you're all alone. You feel like you're completely isolated, because you are isolated, right? You just have to fight through that, and you have to just keep moving and put one foot in front of the other, because it's going to get easier. And if you keep putting yourself out there and, going into events, talking to people, doing all the things that we talk about on this channel, then you're going to meet people who, are on the same bandwidth as you, same wavelength as you rather, and, are interested in the things that you want and are on the same path as you, most importantly, right? So it's going to help you identify your group of people that you know, are just like you. That's how you do it. You just have to keep moving forward, and you can't get so discouraged about being alone, because again, that's the whole point of this video. Is that was a very tough period in time for me, is because I didn't really have anybody that I can talk to, and I didn't know what I was doing. And that's a tough combination when you're trying to, you know, build success and do something that you've never done before, especially when you have no idea how to do it. So anyway, guys, I hope this helps somebody out. Again, this might not be relevant to some people, but, you know, to those of you that know, I'm sure some of you guys are kind of nodding your head, because this is a very real thing. No man's land is a very real phenomenon. And, you know, people who are trying to do something great, a lot of the times they just feel lonely. And I'm just here to hopefully encourage you guys and let you know that it does get better if you just stick with it and you just keep moving forward. I mean, I know that probably sounds kind of cliche and out of the box, but it's the reality. We just have to keep putting one foot in front of the other, keep showing up every single day, keep learning, keep investing in our skill set, and eventually things are going to move in the right direction. So keep that in mind this week, guys. I hope this helps you guys out. Subscribe to the channel, like this video if this was helpful. I love making these videos for you guys. Hopefully this is helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.